Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, here is a Commodore Vanderbilt, and I just stuck a motor in this. This is a early 666 double reduction motor, as you can probably tell by the dimpled push rods. The early engines are the ones that have the dimple. Later engines, they just eliminated it. It's just a round disc. Anyway, it's double reduction. And it runs really well on the bench, so I stuck it in here, and I'm going to run it around the rail and see how this goes. So it's got a new bulb in it. As you see, it's got a shrouded bulb. This thing really sticks out, so I'll probably put a smaller bulb in it. Let's see, power is on. Let's take this around and see how it runs. So a 666 double reduction motor, an early one, in a Commodore Vanderbilt. Wow. It's really smooth, first of all. I don't know if you can tell that in the video. That runs really, really well. And with that double reduction motor, it's got some real power. Throw a traction tire on this, it'll probably pull anything on this table. So that's running really well. It runs forward only. I had to bypass the E-unit in this. 90% of the engines I buy, the E-units do not work because they've been stored so badly. They're just in the worst condition possible. This one, of course, isn't that bad. Lots of play wear. The motor was trashed. And so I just snagged the crossbar and transferred it to this double reduction motor and wired the headlight into the motor, and it's up and running. It's far from perfect, but it runs really well. That's what I judge these things by, how they run, not necessarily how they look. I mean, to have a nice looking engine is great, but to take an old wreck and get it running is a lot more fun, I think. Anyway, so a new motor in the Commodore Vanderbilt, and this thing is just running splendidly, really smoothly, which was surprising. It is really smooth. Like I said, lots of power. With a traction tire on this, it'll pull, I'm sure it'll pull 20-line L cars. And it's got a 666 double reduction motor. And it's heavy enough to have some real heft, which is important. So it's got a bit of weight, and you add a traction tire, and you've got a fairly good puller. With that motor in it, it'll pull, probably 30-some cars anyway. And this is tin litho. This stuff is heavy. And there's, I think there's 19 cars on here now. So it's doing fairly well. So I just got this stuck in there, got it wired. I just wanted to do a quick video on it. Like I said, the early push rods have a dimple, and they have an embossed line. I don't know if you can see that. Anyway, the later Marx stuff, they eliminated this just to eliminate that step, very likely. And it's just a plain metal push rod with a round disc. The dimple and the embossed line are gone. So anyway, it's a fairly early motor, double reduction out of an old 666 that I got. Anyway, I just wanted to do a quick video on this. It runs really well. And it only takes a minute to swap these motors into a Commodore Vanderbilt. As long as you have the front crossbar, you can put these motors in almost anything. So just a quick video. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop me an email, BENZTRAINZ@gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.